Hello, and you are back with RageGirlGaming for Dream Daddy. Last we left off, it was kind of a depressing moment. So let's see if we can cheer that up this time, shall we? Alright. I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brewed some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey. I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I was gonna do it, and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well... I don't want to go the manipulative route, because I more or less time I may have done a little bit of manipulation without meaning to. Sorry for freaking out on you. You're an adult now. I shouldn't have gotten so worked up. Team RageGir. Team RageGir. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them. Already did. Bless you. Amanda scarfs down the eggs in the time it takes me to wash the pan. Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait. One more thing before you go. What? What's Dad Book? It's a social media platform. Wait. What? What's a social media platform? Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda, I'm an old man. I can't put together a Dad Book profile on my own. Alright, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. Amanda spends the next couple of minutes setting up my profile on Dad Book, which is, as it turns out, a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood.
Dad!
Alright, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Dad Book. On a Friday night, you are most likely to... Oh, shit. Polish and sort my coin. Oh, my dad does that! He has a coin collection. Oh, damn it, I don't want to be my dad! Netflix and grill. Fall asleep that would be me, fall asleep watching the History Channel. Torment my children with dad puns. Or sink into blissful oblivion. Oh, damn. Okay, I'm stuck between falling asleep. Both of them are sleeping. You know what? I'll go with the History Channel because I do like watching the History Channel. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? The lost shaker of salt. Oh my god. The most salty. A boat, so I could get the frick off. A boat, obviously. What are your why is this a question? Okay then. Some of them you don't want to know, people. Strong dad arms. Oh. Comfortable with crying. Yes, please. What did you want to be when you grew up? Oh, there was a lot of things I wanted to be. Let's see. Technical writer for manuals and instructions, a salty boat captain, pro skater who's also an astronaut. That's a good one. A good father. The president of space. Out of all these, pro skater who is also an astronaut. Do some sick kickflips on the moon. What's your favorite movie genre? Old comedies that haven't aged well. War documentaries sound great. Sean Connery's entire film. I don't even think I've watched anything with Sean Connery in it. Well, I probably have, but I don't just remember. I do like romantic comedies. Whatever will make me cry. Oh, jeez, all the romantic flicks and all the feels. Anyway, Probably anything. Oh god, they don't have anything with angst. From a fucking angst queen. I guess romantic comedies. What's your ideal date? Napping together would be so cute. Napping together. My cell phone. Sensible cardigan. My sick vape. My book of word jumbles and a pen. A cool knife. My cripplingly low self-esteem. Me! I frequently forget my phone, keys, and wallet at home. Yeah, that's everything. Yeah. Cripplingly low self-esteem. God, do I answer funny or truth funny? That's me. I spend a lot of time thinking about... I do think about potential ends of the world. Jeez. How proud I am of my child. Oh, that'd be a good dad. I would be proud of my child. Profile complete.
Huh.
See? That wasn't so bad. Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day here just looking at people's profiles. That's what people do. You should message one of them. Or more than one of them. All of these dads seem pretty interesting. Okay, I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug.
Nah.
Go get him, Dad. Oh, blim.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I've got dads. I'm going for Bay first. Oh, shit. A call, you fucking edgelord. I love you. Damien Bloodmarch, how do you do? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I am not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. Oh my god! Black cats. On Friday night, you are most likely to listen to a true crime podcast while I taxidermy my newest specimens. Oh. Huh. Interesting. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, it would be a coffin. What are your turn-ons? Pronouncing bosom correctly. What did you want to be when you grew up? A bat. Oh. What's your favorite movie genre? Foreign art house horror. Oh. What's your ideal date? It's night. We are at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. He's so cute. Oh shit! Would he never leave home without an upside down cross? What does Joseph think about that, Damien? I spend a lot of time thinking about morality salience. Oh, mortality salience. Oh, read, motherfucker, read. I'm gonna message him. Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little bit. Linda gets to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. Sit there for a minute before I see Damien's typing. Bang. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Is he gonna be a grammar Nazi? Everything would be perfect if he's a grammar Nazi. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer and make some coffee. And he's still typing. I set my coffee and the computer finally dings. Andrew! I must confess my excitement to... Oh, my excitement for receiving your kind letter, for, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. Must ask for forgiveness, however, as I did not believe our first meeting did not paint me in a gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. Oh... I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden. should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours, humbled, D. Bloodmarch. He's so cute! Oh, I'm dying. Send help! He's so cute. I'm crying. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Hey, Amanda! Amanda pops out of her room. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. Hey. What? Are you okay? Hey, are you alright? Oh, yeah, totally. I'm cool. I just found out that the succulent I've been watering and singing to for the past 3 months was actually made out of plastic. Oh. Even the dirt was fake. Oh, honey. Are you sure that's all you're upset about? If there's, anything going on, I just want you to know that I'm here for you, and I'll always be here for you. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a strong dad to go kick someone's butt, I'm only a phone call away. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that. But I'm fine, really. I'm unconvinced, but I'll stop badgering her about it. I'm sure she'll tell me when she's ready. Can you help me with something?
Ugh.
Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. Ah, gross! No, can you interpret this for me? No! I could read it just fine. Come on! Why are you gonna be like that? I turn the computer to Man and she spins at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying LOL and LMAO or whatever and decided that what they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s. So what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or... So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time, and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you? Like, the first 5 pages, and then I read a review of the movie. Still got a B, though. Great, so what do I say to Damien?
Yeah.
I got this. Amanda reaches over to me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards.
Yes.
Andrew. Oh, God, no! Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that. Whoa, I love his house. It's so neat. I love that he has gargoyles. I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor? Estate? The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes through the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments. This fucking trademark creepy door sound. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. So I'm admiring it, and the front door slams shut behind me. Look at the doggy! Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Andrew, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked? I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings. I like oil paintings. Right. Right. Please, let me show you around. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason. This is one of the older homes of the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past the door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Oh my god! When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. Oh my god. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Oh wow, this is me, not him. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward, onward. There's more to see. We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. And this is the library. Oh, I love you. There's a library. Let me read here, please. Sunlight streams from floor to ceiling, arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. You know, Andrew, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youth into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Holy crap, it's fucking Naruto fanfiction! Holy shit! He's a weeb! My dream daddy! He's a weeb! He's a weeb! I'm dying! I'm dying! He's a weeb! I can't go on! Help me, God! Damien! Damien, you're a weeb too! And you have fanfiction in printed form. Why, Damien? Why? I love you so much! Do I even want to read this? Oh my god. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants.
Oh my.
Okay, I think that's not... Yeah, you just lost your whole thing, dude. I'm crazy! No! Okay, I think that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back onto the shelf. That's a rare book from my private collection. You're a fucking weeb, and I love you. I'm gonna look at the butterflies now. I woke up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. Ah, the pin is gambit. Is that a thing? No. I walk to the window and I'm greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Aww. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Fucking show off. Damn! Did you know that Victorians spend at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Wait, really? No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Please, will you join me for tea? Yes! I follow Damien to his sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. I can't get over that fan fiction! I can't get over that fan fiction. I'm crying. I gotta take a deep breath. Maybe a drink. Okay. I'm legit, there are tears going down my face. He is the most perfect husband. Freaking fanfiction printed in his library. I cannot handle. I can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What? It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to the both later time of the day at which the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they're served. Oh. My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Aww. Your home is really impressive. Oh shit! Okay, I got the eggplant emoji. Oh dear. It seems like you've really put a lot of work into this place. Thank you. No one's ever complimented my home before. Oh, honey. Honey, I will compliment your home forever. Let me live in it, please. Let me live in it. Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place. And look what you've done. I'm kind of jealous. That's very generous of you to say. What got you so interested in goth stuff? Well, when I was a young boy. My father! Don't you dare! I swear to God, Damien! When I was a young boy, my father... Did he take you into the city? Sorry? Did you guys see a marching band? I'm afraid I don't understand. You don't listen to the music your son's been listening to. Okay. You're serious? Of course. But it's, you know, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. No, it's me talking. But it's, you know, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. Oh, baby! Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think. Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about this is him now. I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Andrew, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff. Well, I love to hear about your interest. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing and quite honestly rather attractive. Please, do tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sound sophisticated! I do like word jumbles. So making videos are fun, but I like word jumbles. The written word fascinates me. We spend so much time using words, you know, and I think people would appreciate them more if they just had to unjumble them. It's poetic, really. Oh, so you're a writer. Oh. In a sense. In a sense. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches.
Oh.
Come, I have one more thing to show you. It's so pretty. Damien takes me around the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in the beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air.
Oh.
My garden. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Oh.
Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously.
Ah.
You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets and send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Oh shit. Do I have to go research now?
Ah.
Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off of a vine.
Ah.
Lilium bulbiferum, the orange lily. What do you think this one means? Thou art the tightest. 3 cheers for sweet revenge, or my loins are ablaze. Orange lilies. Lilies were often put on. What were lilies put on? 3 cheers for sweet revenge? Oh. Whew.
Ah.
The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Oh, I was right. Who? Damn, that was difficult. It's actually symbolic of pure hatred. Well, and that's precisely why flower arrangement is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? I like snapdragons. Or, I like all 3 of these, but I do like sunflowers. They remind me of sunshine, and you can eat the seeds as a delicious snack. What a practical choice. My stomach grumbles. Oh man, now I want sunflower seeds. I'll have to remember when I put together a bouquet for you. Oh, baby! Thank you. You would put together a bouquet for me? No one's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings. His phone. Why do I know that tone?
Huh.
Oh, Andrew, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it. Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start that one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle! Shit!
Fix that guard.
Oh god, start. Oh crap, I only have a minute? Shit. No. No. That's the head. Oh, okay.
Goal.
What the hell? Jeez. Whew, that was a close one. Uh-oh. Here comes Damien. He looks upset. Andrew, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything all right? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucian. What's wrong? He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school post-haste. Do you need help? Oh no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together. You're right. It's one of Lucian's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go. Damien and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo.
I don't know.
Hey, Damien, you're here in record time.
Hmm.
I wouldn't miss this for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo's and Damien's first time to the "my kids are in trouble" rodeo. What is it this time? This, Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I follow in a step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into the darkness. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I can recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. We find another teacher in a boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him, Lucian and Ernest, and with him are Lucian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucian has a bloody nose. Oh, shit. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around.
Huh.
What happened to you? Oh, what happened to you? Ernest punched me. Lucian tried to kill me.
Ah!
The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. Cask of Amontillado, anyone? You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked... Exactly! The cask of Amontillado! Told me there was wine down here. You tricked me.
Huh.
Whoa. Wait a second. Lucian, did you try to... Cask of Amontillado, Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turn to Damien and whisper to him. What's Cask of Amontillado? Damn it, I know what it is! Come on! It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down to the cellar with a promise of wine of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story. You nerd. So wait, Lucian, you tried to do that with him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while he slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized that I'd lied about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad.
Whoa.
It took you 20 minutes, son? We just did an entire 2-week unit on the Cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse. Did you even read the story? Probably not. I read the first 5 pages and then a review of the movie. Well, just like my kid. Okay.
Huh?
It's only 5 pages long and there is no movie. Haha, yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me, so when you think about it, this is me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You both are suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucian high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home, Mr. Bloodmark. Is it Mark or March? Now this is a difficult one. I'll probably say Bloodmarch. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation. We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. Lucian, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son, it's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you and I can see that you're struggling. So if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job. I know how much you want your own call. Can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard.
Oh.
I love you, son. Lucian continues staring out the window. Love you too. Oh! Damien, you're being a nice dad even though your son tried to murder someone. Ah! We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out. It's alright, and all things considered, Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good. So there's your silver lining. There is that, yes. I really admire how you handled that. You were a lot more diplomatic than You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It really does. You're a good dad. Oh, there's the eggplants again. See you around soon? It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo. What you watching?
Yeah.
Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition? I hate this show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I'm not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular-sized house? I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucian, since he tried to... He lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise of fine vintage and then tried to brick him into the wall, right? How'd you know that? Has everyone read this story? Has everyone read this story except for me? Lucian live-streamed the entire thing. Oh my god, Lucian! This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he's really good company and a surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Date complete. Holy crap.
My dear friend, you've simply taken the egg on this one. Taken the egg is it's a Victorian phrase. It technically means winning, so, ultimately, you've won.
Okay, so I won. And I got a voice clip from him. I love him so much. S though, I got an S. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, it's great. Achievement progress. Interview with the vampire. Can I save? Save. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple letters in a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons! Take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. Kinda busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope we got from HIA.
Alright.
Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horton Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please! I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't even seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. Pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And? The suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't.
Yes.
I got in! Yoo-hoo! She got in! Oh! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie, that's amazing! So proud of you! She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview, and your photography is incredible.
Oh.
Wait, Dad.
Oh.
I know this one's really expensive, and it's so far away. Think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work.
Hmm?
Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again.
Yes.
Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, wherever you want. Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil wrap burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost is not a determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a burrito with the view. Can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay. And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID, and... Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. I know, I'm just excited that I mentioned that students get their own studio space once they're seniors, and then we get all the professional photo editing software for free. It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it between bites of her burrito. I thought I told her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You took a survey online and they match you with someone who's a similar major and interests. Bet we're gonna be best friends. Craig and I were a good roommate. Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. Just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about how our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled.
Yeah.
Oh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one. I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit, or maybe a snake, or maybe both. Would the snake eat a rabbit, though? Oh boy, I think I'll leave that all up to you. She's so excited, I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park with these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need to get that scholarship money. I know you can do it. Okay. I promise I'll try harder. Is she okay? She looked like she was about to cry. I pat her on the back. You can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? It's gonna be some treacherous ice roads to cross. Don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. Oh. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry! Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you, and you're all grown up now, and you're such a good person. I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry, too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. Pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead.
Nah.
Love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I'm gonna talk with Damien again. He's so cute. Would it affect things if I talk to other dads? I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I'll go with Damien. I'll get to the others later. Yeah. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad Book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door.
Huh.
Dad, you got a letter. Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Whoa, can I see it? Amanda hands me the piece of old parchment, folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, Badoo goes all out. If it was red, it would be like Phantom. But purple. Oh, I like purple. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads, Dearest Andrew, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of this slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit, and for that I thank you. That said, Andrew, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema, followed by a moonlit stroll, would be to your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, D-Blood March. He's so good! He's so good! He's so good! I'm crying! He's so good! Amanda and I both look up from the letter. Wow. He's good. He is good. He's great. So you gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on Dadbook and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop. What? You have to write him back a real letter. But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon. Yeah, that's true.
Alright.
Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse showtimes. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy.
Hey.
Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2? Evil Never Dies. I don't know, that sounds kind of stupid.
Huh?
Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really?
Huh.
Nah, there's just lots of blood and vampire titties. Well, let's roll the dice. Purchase the tickets and print them out, and then sit down at the table with the man to try drafting a nice letter. Start writing. Damien. I do hope that this letter finds you in good health. Good one. What's next? I must confess my amateur control of the written word.
Huh?
Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself.
Mm.
Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. Nice. Ask him to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. Like Bruhel's escape and the fall of Icarus, I find myself lost in your details.
Huh?
Dad, whoa. I saw it on TV. I'm not actually an intelligent person.
Ah.
Bring it home, Pops. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classy move. Close you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you will find both titillating and enjoyable. We'll carry on. Anyway, best wishes. Then I sign my name, my full name, fancier that way. Andrew Roger. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Oh my gosh. Damien, I do hope that this letter finds you in good health. I must confess of my amateur control of the written word, as well as my even more amateur penmanship. The letter found me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. Like Bruhel's escape and the fall of Icarus, I found myself lost in your details. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Enclosed you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you will find both titillating and enjoyable. Best wishes, Andrew Roger. You spelled his name wrong. What? Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. Jeez. No, all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape? That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's the other thing? Amanda pours some of the wax on the folded letter and expertly presses a small piece of wood onto it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing, here it is, your sigil. Little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver it to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. Mission accomplished? Now we play the waiting game. Night finally rolls around when I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day he had left another beautifully crafted letter, thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit and I show up to the theater a bit early. It's a chilly night and the theater's kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? Thundercrack. I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for? I don't know. I just woke up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? It's gonna rain soon?
Huh.
I didn't hear anything. What?
What?
What? Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please, allow me to repay you the deed in Sour Patch Kids or perhaps Milk Duds. He's so cute! Let's do it. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Oh, my dad's here. Turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. What movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some kids' movie about talking animals. I really don't care about it. Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies.
What?
You watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Ha! Good luck with that, Dad. Lucian rejoins his friends and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves to tease. We wait in line for a little longer and Damien buys us snacks. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I see he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Is everything okay? Everything is perfectly fine. I'm so excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. Do you have a favorite horror movie? Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying. Oh, interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up something sort of strange, foreign horror film that I never heard of. Damien's knuckles are turning white. It looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Is he scared? Is he scared of horror films? Oh, the bab! Trust me, I don't like horror films either. Well, I mean, like, blood and gore horror films. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
Oh my.
You must be joking. I love horror movies. The lights dim for the film. Oh, the baby! Damien screams. I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice, and he takes one. Take note of how much his hands are shaking. Title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. Pale man with a long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Awaken, my coven. Romulus Bad Blood. Holy shit. Two more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor. Demetrius Morvant. Brother, is it time? Carmela von Ruden. Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. It is time. Three look at each other, and then to the camera. for the Vampire Crusade. This rules. The trio of vampires fly off in the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. Somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it actually is a pretty fun flick.
Ah!
We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits in a truce meeting with the general of a human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Oh dear. Romulus, it is good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It is good to finally blood you.
What?
Romulus leaps out and slashes his general's throat. Blood splatters over everything, including the camera.
Ah!
Oh! The baby! Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. Oh, honey. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood.
Ah!
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap.
Huh.
I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic and I got into an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid of it. I wish he would hold my hand again. Same. Maybe I could do something to try to make him feel more comfortable. I've got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. I like dad jokes. He likes dad jokes. Where does his dog go when it loses its tail?
What?
Where? To the retail store. I yelled that last bit a bit too loud for a crowded movie theater, but I could see a smile on Damien's face. Good one, Andrew.
Huh.
The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. We get to the final scene of the movie, where Romulus Bad Blood and the General's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears that the true Vampire Crusade was the Vampire Crusade in our hearts, our cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and General's wife begin making out. Hard.
Oh my.
The film fades to black and the end appears on the screen, but then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmela, who watch the two from afar.
Huh.
Oh no, twist ending. Our bloodline has been pure for almost 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3, Evil must die again. More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again, and bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Dave and I walk out of the movie theater amongst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to detail in regards to vampiric lore. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot of more vampire titties than I thought there would be.
Oh.
Come, the night is young. Let's take a stroll. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. Oh, Damien. He thinks I'm lovely. Damn. Okay, here comes a smooth response. Thanks. No problem. Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I'm sure I'm one smooth operator. Are you getting a little hungry? Maybe we could stop off and grab something to eat. Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner and greeted by the gates of a cemetery? What? Are we going in there? A little bit of Victorian flavor, Andrew. Trust me. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. As we cross a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The nightlights sparkle around us. Gotta hand it to him. Being in a cemetery is strangely romantic. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition, an appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and a picnic basket. Wait, where were you hiding that? Under my cloak? Oh, right. Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question, though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie?
What?
I wasn't... He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I've never been good at those. I feel as if, because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would suggest another movie. It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. What is that? I'm not sure. It noticed us, and paralyzed with fear, as it begins lumbering slowly towards us, its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I wanted to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer, moving faster. Whoop! Oh. It's a dog. Oh! As it finally comes into the light, the friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog! Hey. We both look up, not expecting to see... Robert! Thanks. Thanks. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. What? What? I didn't know you had a dog.
Oh.
This isn't my dog. I found her wandering the street, put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids. Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though.
Oh.
Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs.
Oh.
Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or a Maltese. I think big dogs are nice, too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool. I do believe we had enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home? Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it, as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you, ever so kindly, for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Andrew, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded, monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Wow, thank you, Damien. I will use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. A noble purpose. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. I unlock the door and step inside. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant.
Eh?
Hey, Dad, what's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, Okay, yes. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told you. But, as it turns out, Damien is scared. Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Scary cool. Yep, he's so cool it's scary. Nice save, Andrew. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties? I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How could you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will you? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. Can't beat the whammy bar. Day complete. What'd I get? S.
My dear friend, you've simply taken the egg on this one. Taken the egg is it's a Victorian phrase. It technically means winning, so, ultimately, you've won.
What's Ojo-sama? I'll have to look it up, but he's so cute. Day complete. Yeah! Let's see. Achievement progress. Interview with a vampire. 2 of 3. Well, it's been a long day. Perfectly said. Alright, with that, I think I'll end this episode here. Join me for next time. It's gonna be great. If this episode has any relation to the next one. This one was great. Alright. Freaking weeb. I love him. Alright, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.